it's been a choppy week. We're off of the steamy weeks, and now we're into a choppy week, Buffet.
Choppy to say the least, my friend.
Yeah, it is a wild ride for home shoppers right now who are looking at homes and are desperate to find one with a low point in inventory. Usually when you see a market shift or a potential for, a recession, you might see more inventory come on. People trying to cash out. We haven't seen that here in Connecticut as of yet. We just continue to see low inventory, less sellers. There's still demand, and home shoppers are faced with tough choices right now because, like happened in the middle of this week, Brian, I want you to talk on it. The interest rates just shot up out of nowhere.
Yep.
Where roughly are they at? Every day it changes. What can buyers do to feel some security in their home shopping experience as they're looking for homes here in Connecticut? What are you seeing?
So it's funny you say that because the rates have come down from the last 10 days or so. They were down. I was actually quoting people at 4.99. I got back to the 4.99,
which is great to hear.
Oh, if I can tell someone a rate in the 4, it's you're doing cartwheels. And then what happened is on Wednesday, that 4.99 went up to like 5.4, 5.5. It was just a bad day Wednesday. And again, we all know the talks about the Fed increasing 75 basis points the month of July. I'm assuming it was based on that. The only thing I didn't understand was why they waited this long to increase the rate that quickly. So Wednesday was a bad day in the market. And Thursday and Friday were kind of just more steady, but Wednesday the rates did take a hit. So I'll say you're in the mid 5s right now.
Ryan, middle of the week, did buyers, what were their thoughts when that happened? Not paying close enough attention? Where are their mindsets at?
It's kind of funny because, and I was with Faye this week, I think around the time when we got
I think news, it was Wednesday, Ryan. I think that's what I kept
looking
together.
All of a sudden,
problems.
Faye was sweating. I was like, oh, is it because it's hot out? He goes, no. Because I just got some news. But I mean, like I told Faye, maybe I have buyers that I'm like, hey, great news, we can get this house. Then a couple days later, we can't. Now we can get this house, and now we can't. So it's kind of like it's shifting so quickly. So these buyers, until we actually find a house, because I don't want to discourage them. It went up, and it could go back down. It could go back up. It could go back down. So we keep them updated as much as possible, but. I mean, Faye, it's changing.
I'm telling my buyers who are pre-approved and out there, like, hey, the rates are volatile, because everyone wants to know what's my payment going to be, what's my payment going to be, right? And one of the things I tell them, one of the biggest things based on your payment is your taxes on your house. So I don't know, that's a huge number of how much you pay. It's a huge number, and whether you're paying $5,000 a year or $8,000 a year makes a big difference. The other thing is the interest rate, and I'm like, listen, be prepared. It could go up $75 or down $75. I'd say $75 to $100 depending on when you lock and what you do. And that's the problem. And then everyone wants to know, should I lock? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't know what to lock. I always say, listen, are you happy with the rate right now? And what's going to happen next week if that rate goes up and you didn't lock, or down if you didn't lock? So it's really up to the buyer what they want to do. I always recommend locking. I'm like, I would just lock. You know what you're in for, and move on. And then, a week later they come down. You missed out a little bit. If they went up, you were lucky to lock. It kind of is what it is.
You can't switch out of it once you lock.
So that's the other question. That always like, well, once I lock, if the rates get better, can I get the better rate? And my answer to them was, let's say you locked in, the rates get worse. What if I came to you now? I'm like, oh, now the rates are higher. So you can't. You can't. Once you lock, you lock.